dude, what's going on? You got a minute?
Yeah. I'm going through some spreadsheets and whatnot, so I'd love to talk to you right now.
So, I'm gonna meet Bill Murray today.
Seriously? Like, the Life Aquatic Bill Murray?
Hopefully, Groundhog Day Bill Murray.
It's okay. Sorry.
All right, so we're here at a hotel in Omaha, Nebraska, and we're going to live stream a multi-cam fundraiser that used to be in person, and now it's got to be remote. Our crew of 5, the 4 of us in here, and an audio engineer who's not here quite yet. And I'm going to show you my setup. We've got audio desk right here, video switching and streaming desk right here. Got the main set right here. We'll have a local radio host, and I'm not sure what order, but I think we're gonna have Tom Osborne, former head coach of Nebraska, Bill Murray, and Warren Buffett. And they are seeing slides and videos on a confidence monitor, and they have confidence audio for the videos. And our camera operators are seeing multi-view. So we'll have a camera on this slider that's a wide shot that gets everybody, that's motorized. We'll have that's gonna be a Sony a7 III. We've got a Sony a7S II right here. It's gonna shoot these two right here. And we have another Sony a7S II that's going to shoot these two right here. We have some lights, a bunch of converter boxes, and some cables. So then we're also going to have a spot here where presenters will present, and they're going to be seeing a script in the prompter, and they have confidence slides right here. And then also right here, I'm going to be sending programs so they can see what's live, so they know for sure when they're on, regardless of cues from the camera operator. So this is a Panasonic EVA1. Sound guy's got a Midas board. And over here we have the Sony a7S III. Yes, the 3, I got it, on a jib. Or we can get some cool shots of this. Here's our live switching setup. We have flypack that I have another video about. I guess it's my only other video. We have an A10 switcher, Blackmagic HyperDeck recorder, and then Blackmagic Smart View monitors. I got a little Rolls single channel mixer. On the back, this is the camera that's on the podium, and then from left to right, these are the 3 other cameras shooting the people being interviewed. I'm sending program to this monitor here so the sound guy can see it, and he'll have audio meters here so it can help him with syncing audio, which we're going to do a test on soon. I've got program coming out here that is going up to this monitor up here for confidence for this presenter. And I've got multi-view coming out here, which is headed over that way for confidence for the shooters. I have multi-view coming out here, which is going to my monitor right there. I have program coming out here, which is going out to my live view solo. So I'm also going HDMI out of my laptop that I'm serving up slides and videos, and it comes down and it comes into a converter box here that comes out HDMI and SDI. It splits SDI, and I send one over to that monitor, and the other one goes back to the confidence monitor for the guests. And the other one comes in here to channel 2 on the HDMI. This HDMI right here is that Sony camera. With the Live View Solo, we're using Ethernet from the hotel and Wi-Fi from the hotel, and 2 different T-Mobile cellular modems. and it bonds those connections. I've got a wireless network right here that my computer and my ATEM and my hyperdeck are going into. And I'm using a Stream Deck, which is awesome, $150 piece. And that's going USB into my computer. I have programmed my Vimeo live stream, and I'm going to send to Vimeo via RTMP from my LiveView Solo. So I go to my LiveView Solo account and I set up my destination. So when I hit go on that device, it's going to show up right here in the live stream. So I'm using the Stream Deck to select shots and run lower thirds and hit go on videos through QLab. So I programmed the Stream Deck to select cameras. For example, I can take this camera and put it up just by hitting Nate, because that's the name of that camera operator. I can hit Margot, that's the name of another camera operator, and it just goes back and forth really easily. The way I set that up over here inside the companion app, if I go to Nate's camera, I set it up so that when I hit this button, it tells my Blackmagic ATEM to set the input to program. And I chose input 6 because that is the input that I want to be named Nate. So when I want lower thirds to go up, it's a little bit more complicated. I go to the ATEM control software. If I wanted lower thirds to go up, say I wanted Tom Osborne's lower thirds to come up, I'd have to select that still here. Back in my palettes, I'd have to have fill source be media player 1, key source be media player 1 key, and deselect pre-multiplied key because I have already made these transparencies. So I'd select Tom Osborne, and then I would have background selected here, and I hit auto here, and then it transitions. And then if I hit auto again, it transitions off. So, thing is, it's too many clicks during a real show to be practical about it. So if I wanted to switch to somebody else's lower third, I have to come in here real quick. They're up, and I need to take Bill Murray's lower third, and he's talking, and then I gotta hit auto right here. So it's just too many clicks. There's like 3 clicks, and maybe I don't even have this software up in front. So what I did was I made macros. So I went to macros, and I created a macro which does those things. So I made something, I hit record, I did those clicks, I hit stop on the record, and now that's a macro. So then I can come in here, and for this person's lower third, I can just tell the ATEM to run a macro, and then I just have to choose which macro it is, and that's it. So then if I just hit her button here, it comes up or goes away, and I toggle it. No problem. Hey Tony.
Hey man, what's up, Jay?
Talking to all my fans.
All your fans?
I have 165 of them.
Nice.
So we also have slides. So I'm using QLab for slides and videos. So I'm going HDMI out of my computer in, and it's channel number 2, which I have routed as slides. So I hit that, it goes up. And if I click here and hit go, then you're going to see that first slide. If I hit the space bar, you see the next slide. So I have things in my script written in a way where I know I got to make slides go live here, and then when it gets to here, I need to hit the space bar, so I advance to the next slide. And then when I get to videos, what I'm normally doing is I'm hitting stop here. That won't be up there. I'll have a camera up. So say this person's talking and they're introing this video. What I do is I have this ready to go, but I just have this clicked here because inside this go button, I'm telling it to hit the go button on QLab when I hit this button, and also 500 milliseconds later set the input to program for camera 2, which is the computer. So I put that delay there because otherwise it was taking too quickly and I saw a jump cut. So I've avoided that this way. So now if I just hit this go button, it's going to take camera 2 and move it to program, but right before it does that, it's going to hit go on QLab. So I'll do that.
I haven't seen anything they actually call it.
Pretty cool. When the video is over, I have it pause on the final frame, and then I can just hit the spacebar again and I get to the next slide.
Before it was like just a couple thousand, now it's like there's a couple.
So that's about it. So am I running a show? I know what camera I'm taking. I know who's lower third to pull up. I know what slide I'm running. I can see my list of slides over here. And I just keep rolling. All right, so now audio engineer Tony and I are setting up audio sync. I have this video playing, and he's got a mic on it, got a camera shooting it. I've got that camera pulled up in program, and he's listening and watching to find out if the beeps come at the right time. I also have a tally light system using some old iPhones and the Strata View app. They can communicate with a Blackmagic switcher over my Wi-Fi network. So if you choose the appropriate camera, put that camera in program, there you go, it's red.
Died just before that happened. My grandfather said, I hope I can see the Cubs before I die. My grandfather saw the Cubs. I'm glad he made it through this week to see the Cubs win. So it's sports, and especially something like the Cubs where, you know, I don't want to call them lovable losers, they're just lovable.